Hey there, it's Bobi, aka Paginator, and I'm here today to do my February TBR. Whew! So we know that February is the shortest month of the year, and I'm still going to do my 10 rolls because we might as well go for it, right? You never know, like reading speeds and stuff vary from month to month, so maybe it'll be like an awesome month and I'll read 10 books. Anyway, let's just get into the rolls. If you're new to my channel, I usually do 10 rolls. I have to read at least 5 of the books during the month, and then the other 5 are bonus, and if I achieve all the bonus reads, then I get to buy a new book or treat myself in some way. So, no more chatter, let's get into roll number 1.
And so it begins. Here's roll number 1. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pick a card. Library Spirit. Read something from somebody else's TBR.
Alright, so roll number 1 got us Library Spirit, a book from someone else's TBR. This was difficult. I watched 6 different TBR videos. Gavin's for this month of February 2023. Nothing. I was looking for, okay, the first book that somebody mentions that I own that I haven't read yet, then I'll read that. So, nothing there. I went to G's channel because we are playing with G's game, and watched 3 of her videos. Nothing. So I went to Jade's channel and watched 2 of her videos. Nothing. So like, okay, I don't want to just spend all of my day watching TBR videos until I can find something. So what I decided to do was take a prompt that G has used in the past and use that prompt, which is a color wheel picker. So I will insert a screen recorder of me using the color wheel picker here. And as you can see, I got yellow. So the book that I have chosen is The Iron Raven by Julie Kagawa. This is the first in a new series, but it's kind of a companion series to her Iron Fae series. The series is called The Iron Fae Evenfall, and this follows Puck, who is my favorite character from the Iron Fae series. So this tells us here, Robin Goodfellow, Puck, prankster, joker, raven, fool, King Oberon's right-hand jester from A Midsummer Night's Dream. The legends are many, but the truth will now be known as Puck finally tells his own story and faces a threat from time before fairy began, a threat that brings him face-to-face with a new enemy, himself. Now, some of this I am not going to read to you because it will spoil things for the Iron Fae. But there are some characters from that series, Megan and Ash, that will pop up in this one. Puck will have allies both old and new, and he begins a fantastical and dangerous adventure not to be missed or forgotten. Evenfall is coming, and with it a reckoning that even their combined powers and wits may not vanquish, as a shadow falls over the lands of the fairy, and the world slips into chaos. It's been a long time since I've been in this world, and I'm super excited to return to it and to my favorite character.
Roll number 2. 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 20-sided dice. Now, it just so happens that I have this prepared, so let's roll it now so that you guys can see the roll. I've got my list here. 2 of them got picked for last time, so if I roll that number, I'll just roll again. But here's my list. Here's my dice. Let's roll her. Nope, that's 9. Howl.
Roll number 2 is the 20-sided dice, and we got Howl by Sean David Hutchinson. This is a book that I hauled not too long ago. You can see it's got a football field on it. Let's see what the synopsis tells us. Virgil Knox was attacked by a monster. Of course, no one in the claustrophobic southern town of Merritt believes him, not even after he stumbled into the busy town center, bleeding, battered, and bruised for everyone to see. He'd been drinking, they said. He was hanging out where he wasn't supposed to, they said. It must have been a bear or a badger or a gator, definitely no monster. Virgil is certain it wasn't any of those things, but being the new kid in a town where everybody knows everything about everybody is hard enough as it is without also being the kid who's afraid of monsters, so he tries to keep a low profile. Except he knows the monster is still out there, and if he isn't careful, Virgil's afraid it'll come back to finish him off, or worse, that he'll become one himself. I have read from Sean David Hutchinson before and really enjoyed his writing, so this is another one that I am happy that I got.
Roll number 3, 1. Something comet. Let me double check with G's instructions here. And also says to move over. That I remember now. The comet thing just means to move. So you follow the arrow and you get to move over to this space where we will draw a card. Ember Island, friend picture, next read.
Roll number 3 got us Ember Island's A Friend Pick. Now, I was trying to think ahead a little bit because I usually get Team Avatar, which is also a friend or family member pick. And I had my students vote on some books. I took 5 books from this room that I hadn't read yet to the school, and I had the kids vote. Well, those books are still sitting on my desk. But I do know which one they picked for me, which is Cruel Illusions. This was a book that I got a special edition from Fairy Loot, I think. And the author's name, is Margie Fustin. And I'm going to read to you what the Goodreads synopsis says. Caraval meets Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Ever since a vampire murdered her mother, Ava has been determined to get revenge. This all-encompassing drive has given her the fuel she needed to survive foster home after foster home. But it's been 10 years since anyone's seen a vampire, and Ava has lost hope that she'll ever find one until she stumbles across a hidden magic show where she witnesses impossible illusions. The magicians may not be the bloodsuckers she's hunting, but Ava is convinced something supernatural is at play. So she sneaks backstage and catches them in acts they can't explain, but they've been waiting for her. The magicians reveal they are part of an ancient secret society with true magic, and Ava has the same power in her blood that they do. If she joins them, they promise to teach her the skills she needs to hunt vampires and avenge her mother. But there's a catch. If she wants to keep the power they offer, she needs to prove she's worthy of it, and to do so, she must put on the performance of her life in a sinister and dangerous competition where illusion and reality blur, but the stakes are deadly. That sounds intense. So far, we've got a fake kingdom in danger for book number 1, a monster for book number 2, and vampires and magicians in book number 3. Holy crap. Do I have any love stories for February?
Roll number 4, 2. 1, 2, or do we go this way? Wait. So the up, down, up. Oh, okay, we go up. 1, 2. That means re-roll. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blank. Draw a card. Bato. Author's name begins with either an A or a B.
Roll number 4 got us Bato, an author's name that begins with A or B. So I'm going to read The Castle of Tangled Magic by Sophie Anderson. Isn't that cover just beautiful? Sophie Anderson is also the author of The House with Chicken Legs and The Girl Who Speaks Bear, both of which I have thoroughly enjoyed. So the back of the book tells us, magic awaits, all you have to do is believe. When 13-year-old Olia steps through a magical doorway, she discovers another land, a land tangled by magic where hope is lost, and a scheming wizard holds all the power. Soon Olia learns that she is destined to save this land, but with time running out and her new friends and family in danger, she must search for the magic within herself to save everything and everyone she loves. So I feel like through this video so far, all I've said is I'm super excited about these books, but I am excited about all of them that we've gotten so far. Ugh.
Roll number 5, 2. 1, 2. Another blank, another card. Zuko's Lost Ponytail. Read something that has 150 pages or less.
Roll number 5 got us Zuko's Lost Ponytail, a book of less than 150 pages. I have a Beardy Bonus by Penny Reed. This is a companion to the Winston Brothers series by Penny Reed, and they are adult romance, lots of steamy, sexy times. This is just a little bonus. It's got some different short stories within the series. Let's see. It looks like we've got some deleted scenes from some of the books. A letter from Dwayne to Bo, a letter from Cletus to Santa. Aw, yay, Cletus, I love Cletus. Dwayne's letter to Jess, Billy's letter to Scarlett, Pie in the Beard, whatever that means, A Very Beardy Christmas, Beard and Hen, etc. So this is going to be fun to read. Now, I have read all of the series except for, strangely, number 6, Beard With Me. For some reason, I skipped that one. I already know what happens in it because having read the other books in the series, I just know. But when I get to it, I'll still probably enjoy it because even though you know who's going to get together at the end of these romance books, they're still fun to read.
Roll number 6. And we got a 6. It doesn't really matter because it's going to take us into the Avatar state, so we'll just pop in here. And for G, you guys probably know this, but that means that she gets to purchase a book. I don't know if I want to do that or if I want to purchase some new Distress Oxides for junk journaling. Either way, I'll reward myself, but I'm also going to pick a card so that I can have a prompt for this roll. Flying Staff. Find a staff, close your eyes, and poke the bookshelf. Aww. These ones make me nervous.
Roll number 6 got us Flying Staff. Find a staff, close your eyes, and poke the bookshelf. I have gotten Hermione's wand from my wand collection because I feel like Hermione has good book energy. And we're going to move the camera to focus on a section that's over here, I think. See this lovely section on my bookshelf? We have this mug that my mom gave me and another mug up here and a book tin, but then we've got plenty of books to read. So I'm going to close my eyes and let the wand kind of tap everywhere, and maybe I'll like count to 10 or something. I don't know. Let's see what we get. Please give me something that looks interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What did I land on? Muse of Nightmares by Laini Taylor. That's a chunker. Why couldn't you have landed on this one that's smaller or this one that's smaller? Okay, so we got Muse of Nightmares. I've been super scared to read this for a long time. I've spoken about this a few times on this channel because I love Strange the Dreamer so much that I'm scared to read the second book. But I have been assured by many people in comments and in other places that this is worth the read. So we're adding it to the list for the shortest month in the year. Because this is a sequel, I don't know that I should read the entire thing to you, but I can tell you that the first book in the series, Strange the Dreamer, is about Laszlo Strange, who is a library worker, and he finds himself going on a crazy adventure to try to rediscover the lost city of Weep, and that's all I better tell you. But we can also just take a moment to appreciate this cover. It's so pretty.
Alright, let's bring Ronald back down to the start. We shall start at the very beginning. Because we still have 4 more rolls to do. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cabbage Pot. Okay. Did you guys watch last month when I got Cabbage Pot 3 times? That was something.
Roll number 7 got us the Cabbage Pot. Please be nice to me. The only reason I would have to redraw is if I got something that I've already read. So let's see what this says. Oh, I think that's upside down. Is it going to focus? Are you going to focus? Apparently it's not going to focus. A Little Something Different by Sandy Hall. Okay, where are my H books? Behind me. Here is the cover. Look at this. This has got some Valentine's-y vibes. So this tells us Leah and Gabe are in the same creative writing class. I like this already. They get the same pop culture references, order the same Chinese food, and hang out in the same places. Unfortunately, Leah is a little aloof, Gabe is shy, and it looks like they're never going to work things out. But something is happening between them and everyone can see it. Their creative writing teacher pushes them together. Yes! For some reason that makes me happy. Maybe because I'm a creative writing teacher. I don't push my students together, though. They're too young for that kind of thing. The baristas at the local Starbucks watch their relationship like a TV series. The bus driver tells his wife about them. The waitress at the diner automatically seats them together. Even the squirrel who lives on the college green believes Leah and Kate were meant to be together. Fall in love with falling in love in this irresistibly romantic, completely original novel. That sounds so cute. I love that the squirrel is shipping them also. That'll be a fun read. Maybe I'll like pick to read that on Valentine's Day or something.
Roll number 8. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 times book. Okay, I that's gotta mean that I have to read 2. Let me just double check though. Yeah, I have to draw 2 prompt cards instead of 1. February is a short month. It's okay. This is a bonus section. We're fine. We're fine. All right. First one is Katara. Read a tome. Oh. Ooh. Hang on. Hold the phone. I'm going to play my Yip Yip card, which is my redraw that I've been saving for a couple of rounds now. We're going to redraw this one. All right. That means I have no redraws left, though, so I'm stuck with whatever this is. The Promise. Read a graphic novel, comic, or manga. That's much better. So that's the first one for this roll, and we need a second one. Please be nice to me. Please be nice to me. Kiyoshi. Read a book written by a POC author. Perfect.
Well, poop. You have to read 2 books for this one. Roll number 8 got us a double pick. So we're starting with a graphic novel, comment, or manga. Did I say comment? I meant comic. I can't say words this morning. I swear. It's Saturday morning and my brain is like gross. So for this one, I'm going to be reading Rainbow Days Volume 1 by Minami Mizuno. This is one that I have on NetGalley that I've been approved to read. And I'm going to read the little synopsis for you from NetGalley. It says, these 4 friends couldn't be more different. Natsuki, a dreamer who longs for love. Tomoya, a self-centered playboy. Kichi, a winsome guy with a hidden saucy streak. And Tsuyoshi, a socially awkward nerd who loves anime, manga, and games. Together, their high school days are as vibrant as rainbows. Excited to have plans on Christmas Eve, Natsuki feels like he's finally catching up to his friends who are in relationships. But when the night doesn't go as expected, the stage is set for falling in love. Sounds like it could be cute. The second book for this role is Kiyoshi, a POC author, and I'm going to go with Aristotle and Dante Dive into the Waters of the World. This is by Benjamin Alir Science, and he is Latinx. This is another sequel to Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe, and it is an LGBT plus title also. It's also going to help me with something else that G is doing. She announced this adventure that's like an optional thing to go with her Aurelium readathon. And for the month, like you kind of make a choice to read something in January, and then that leads you to 2 options for February, and that leads you to something for March, and so on. So I have to read a book with either water or trees on the cover, and this has trees on the cover. In the first book, Aristotle and Dante are 2 boys who live in a border town and they fall in love. And so in this book, they're discovering what it means to stay in love and build a relationship. And that's all I'm going to really tell you because, again, it's a sequel. But I highly recommend the first one. It is phenomenal.
Roll number 9. 1. No, I just came down this way, so I go over this way. And we draw another card. Holy cow with the cards this time. Last time we had almost no cards. This time we have almost all cards. Waterbending Scroll. Read a paperback book.
Roll number 9 got us Waterbending Scroll, a paperback book, and I'm going to be reading The Shadow Glass by Josh Winning. 1, it has a fox on it, so yes, please. And this tells us Jack Corman is haunted by his father's failure. Director Bob Corbin poured his heart and soul into The Shadow Glass, a mesmeric fantasy film populated by puppets. It flopped, turning Bob into a self-pitying alcoholic. Jobless and mourning his late father, Jack returns home, a place overflowing with movie memorabilia and painful memories. But Jack's world is thrown into chaos when the puppets in the attic start talking. So begins a desperate quest to save London from the evil creatures of his childhood stories. With fanboy Toby and studio suit Amelia in tow, Jack must confront the world of the Shadow Glass and do his father proud. This, for some reason, is giving me, like, Labyrinth vibes, and I'm very into that.
All right, our last roll. Make it a good one, please. 2. 1, 2, with an arrow, so we move here and draw another card. Zao. Book written by an author whose name starts with a Z or an H.
Our last roll, number 10, got us Zao, an author whose name starts with Z or H. So I have my books that I need to read shelved by author's last name, and I looked at the end of the shelf, and I have one that's Z. We have a book by Francesca Zappia, who wrote Eliza and Her Monsters, one of my favorite YA books of all time. This is her book Cats and Jammer, another gorgeous cover. And this one says, Cat doesn't remember how she got here. None of them do. The hallways contract and expand with school's breathing. The showers in the girls' locker room run a bloody red. Here, kitty cat, there are no doors. The windows are gone. There is no way out, and all of them are slowly transforming. School is weird like that. Cat is faster now, stronger, braver than she was before. She has nothing left to lose, but can she stop whatever is attacking them one by one? Can she remember how she got here before it's too late? And it says again, here, kitty cat. It talks about school as, like, the word school is capitalized, like that's the name of the place. It's just school, and it's like a living entity kind of thing. Strange. But it should be an interesting read. Alright, my camera battery is about to die, so we're going to wrap this up quickly. This is my February TBR, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know what your plans for reading are in February, or what you're able to read in January, and have a wonderful, magical, and bookish day. Happy reading! Adios!